poisoned, let's talk about what to identify that will poison us. Let's first talk about the snake. You're going to find this on land and in the water. On land, you very may well hear him before you ever see him. On land, they really like to hide in the grass and the brush and right in the crook of rocks on the shore. Be careful here, listen for the rattle, and back away slowly until you find him and then kill him. In the water, you just got to keep an eye out for him and stay away. If you're already poisoned, no, he won't poison you twice, but he will do damage to your health. And if you're already poisoned and your health is ticking down, I mean, needless to say, this could kill you. The lionfish, easy to spot. He will poison you if you get too close. I also like to note here that the lionfish is the key ingredient in making shark repellent. Third, the sea urchin. This thing likes to hide on the sea floor in the foliage down there. You got to really look for this thing. I get nailed by this thing all the time. It's really tricky. You got to be careful. Fourth is the crown of thorns. This is easy to miss. He's just inside the water on the shore or partially under rocks or bushes or anything like that. He's easy to miss, and if you step over it, it's going to poison you. So be careful with this one. I'd like to note here that the crown of thorn is technically a starfish and can move, although it seems like it usually only moves after reloading a game save or leaving an island for a number of days and coming back. If you'd like to test it out yourself or track it, take a crude spear and just jam it into the crown of thorns if you can, and track it over time. So to actually make the antipoison, you're going to need to find pee-pee. It can be really hard to spot because it likes to blend in, but you're going to need this 100% to make your life easier. This is the way it looks. You're also going to need to be level 3 crafting in order to make it. You will find the recipe under the consumables tab in your crafting menu. For my console users, to craft antipoison, you'll need 2 PP and 1 flask. You'll also need to be level 3. For PC users, you'll need 1 PP and 1 flask. Once again, you'll also need to be level 3. The reason for the difference is because the console version is an older, stabler version of the game. I will like to note here that when you find PP, even 1, doesn't matter if you're on console or PC, keep it and grow it. You'll need to be level 2 crafting in order to make the garden hoe needed to craft the plot to grow the PP. This is really important because you're not guaranteed to find this on every island. When you do find it, pick it, hold it, and grow it. Making the plot is honestly really easy. You just need level 2 to make the garden hoe, equip the garden hoe in your hand, and then with the proper materials in your inventory or laying on the ground right in front of you, you can quick craft, or through the crafting menu, you can craft a plot. This next section of the video is dedicated to those that need to outlast the poison. It is possible. If you don't have the antipoison because either you don't have the levels or you can't find the people, whatever the reason is, this section is for you. First, poisoning will show up under the status effects panel seen on your watch. It can definitely be outlasted without antipoison and will last for 72 in-game hours. There's a few things you need to know first though. It is possible to reset your 72-hour timer right in the middle of it if you save your game and come back later. A lot of players had this issue and thought that it wasn't possible to actually outlast poison because of this, but it is. Meaning, if you're 48 hours into outlasting it and you only have 24 hours and for whatever reason you got to save your game and go to bed for work or you have to do whatever, you come back, it is possible for that 72 hours to be reset. There's no way to know if it is. So if you're going to outlast it, commit to full 72-hour in-game hours. In-game hours, which isn't that much. You'll need to keep your stats up to max at all times, meaning your food, your water, and your SPF. As soon as your food drops a notch, just eat something. As soon as your water drops, eat something. It kind of goes on the same premise with the healthy status effect trait. Even though you don't have the healthy status effect trait, this is pretty much what you're going for. You're going for that effect. That's the only way to heal in the game. So as you have your food and water above 5 bars max, you start to regen health. But because that is the healthy status effect, but because you're poisoned, you don't have the healthy status effect, but it still acts kind of the same way. And it slows the poison's progression down, slows it down enough that you can survive. Now, I will tell you that your health will slowly be ticking down during the next 72 hours, so don't take any damage of any kind. Don't get bit by a snake. Yeah, you can go in the water if you're poisoned. Nothing can poison you again. You're already poisoned. However, you can take damage to your health. And if you have about 4.5 to 5 bars of health when you get poisoned, you should be fine and you should outlive it. However, if you take too much risks and you take damage to your health, you could end up dying and do all this for nothing. Now, if you'd like